Have you ever had sexual intercourse for money?
I have boundaries. Like, I have boundaries. It's not like it's the end of the world if I don't have sexual intercourse in exchange for money. The world will end.
So you don't have clients who request more than a dance?
They do. And you just have to tell someone politely that, no, I only dance.
So I'm intrigued by how much time we spent making sure you look amazing. Do you always put this much effort in how you look?
Yeah, all the time, because literally that's how I make money. I make money off of like my beauty. My beauty is my currencies.
Really, really.
It do take time all the time, yeah.
Do you get worried if anything threatens your outer beauty?
No, but I always want to look on point. I always want things to be how I envision them to be. And if they're not, I won't enjoy.
My name is Lungelo, KM. You are Gina.
Yes, I'm Gina.
Surname?
Molanta, Refilo Molanta. Gina is not my name.
Okay, it's a stage name?
Yes, that's my stage name.
Yeah.
My real name is Refile and my surname is Molanta.
Gina, a stage name. Today, I'd like to get to know Refilwe.
Okay.
How's your heart, Refilwe?
My heart is very happy. My heart is learning to just let things be, to live in the moment and to like not worry a lot about the outcome or the past. Yeah, my heart is in the present moment.
Would you say that comes from a place of you are so content with how things have turned out in life? Or do you think you're a person who quickly heals from things and moves on? Why do you think you're able to just be okay and fine like that? Because you really do sound like you're in a good space.
Yeah. Would I say, is it because I'm content? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I just like I said, I just lost that thing of trying to control everything. You get it?
Yeah,
I just let things be. Things happen the way they're supposed to happen. Sometimes you want a certain outcome, and if it doesn't happen the way you want, like was stress or something. So I just decided to let everything go and let the universe, God, whatever higher power to just take over and lead me, because I can't be stressing. I don't want wrinkles.
Do you think do you think we spend too much time rather obsessing over things we have no control over? Yeah, ne? Things we can't do anything about. We spend so much time just, I don't know, thinking, oh, I should do this, maybe I should try this.
Yes. And I don't know, I don't know if I should say it's natural human nature, or is the fact that now we are so exposed to each other's lives that now I feel like I need to be there too. You understand? I don't know. I feel like it's also because we are so exposed to each other's lives.
You said you make money off your beauty. This is a podcast, so you can explain it in detail. What exactly do you mean by that?
Okay, I'm a sensual dancer.
What is a sensual dancer?
Sensual dancer is what they call a stripper.
Okay.
Or a stripper, sex worker, exotic dancer. I prefer to call it a sensual dancer because I'm being sensual with my dancing, and that's how I make money. Men come there, men want to see that, I guess, I don't know, and they spray us with money. They throw money at us, literally. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say I make money from my beauty.
When did you become essential dancer?
2023. Yeah, I started 2023.
So not far back.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I started 2023 end of Feb or March, somewhere there. Yeah.
And do you remember the day you started, how it came about? How did it lead up to that day?
Okay. I was unemployed. I was back at home, unemployed. I had just broken up with my baby daddy, the father of my kids. So I was not in a good space. I was not in a good space because of the breakup. Not because I was heartbroken, but because of what led to the breakup. And I remember I was just in bed with my friend and we were like, why don't we just go be strippers? Like, I've always wanted to be a stripper. Like, I would always see them on music videos and I would be like, this has to be me. Like, I wanted to be in a music video so bad, like a video vixen or a stripper, like something just to represent the culture because I also love hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we decided to just search up strip clubs on TikTok everywhere. And then we saw this other girl that worked where I used to work. And then she spoke about her experience there. And then we decided to contact them. And then we came to Joburg. And then, yeah, everything is history.
Before you became a essential dancer, before that day you took the decision to come to Joburg, what was happening in your life? Take me 5 years back. Were you a mother already? Were you working a different job or were you still at school? Take me 5 years before you started. So take me to 2018.
2018, I had a 1-year-old and I was pregnant. I was so stressed. I remember, like, I won't even say it was not a mistake because how do you fall pregnant right after
giving birth?
Birth and you don't even have the financial like capacity to raise the first child. So why are you pregnant with the second one?
Yeah.
I was so stressed. I was not okay. I was depressed. But thankfully, I have like really, 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 really like perfect ever parents. So they made sure I'm okay. Like whenever I would crave anything, my mom, like she would like just show up. Like to this day, I cannot believe how my parents took the whole thing up until now. Like they don't even stress me out. My kids live at home. They don't stress me out. They don't make me feel like you are in Joburg, your kids are here, we're taking care of them. I mean, they're just glad to help where they can all the time. They are very supportive. So, yeah, 5 years back, I was
a mother
mom
and pregnant.
Yeah. I was not taking care of myself the way I take care of myself now. I was not prioritizing myself because I was just about being a mom, and I was also depressed on the side. So, sure. 5 years back, I was so depressed.
What do you think was the cause of that depression?
Because I was not a bad bitch. Like, honestly, like, if you don't know your worth, if you don't feel like you are living in your purpose, you might be, there are high chances for you to be depressed. Like now I'm making money. Now I can make myself look good.
Okay.
I couldn't do that. And I was always with my kids. I wouldn't even be able to go in. I didn't even afford to get out of the house. That's how bad it was.
Sure.
I was just at home every day waiting for my parents to be home, cleaning for everyone, cooking with 2 kids. So yeah.
Hey family, quick one. As you know, our podcast is all about growth conversations. It's all about igniting your power. It's all about healing the inner parts of who we are that are difficult to deal with and difficult to manage. As we do that, we'd like your assistance in growing the platform by you subscribing, by you liking all our videos. It helps us to reach greater audiences and change more lives. Do continue enjoying the episode. 2019, 2020, what is happening? You give birth to your second child.
I give birth to my second child.
Yeah.
2019 up until 2022, I was still with my baby daddy, so I had my own little family. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way you laugh, not just, the way it ended.
Yeah, the way it ended, like he just started becoming obsessive, so he became abusive, and I just left him. I was like, nah, I'm not having this. I deserve better. And then I started going to gym. And then when my body started changing, I started loving myself more, and I started also getting into spirituality. So yeah, I started getting into spirituality, and I literally said, I'm going to Joburg and I'm gonna make a name for myself. And within 3 months, I kid you not, for some reason I was on a reality show.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Obsessive and abusive, what does that mean?
He was just, when a relationship gets to a stage where, like, why are you smiling with this person so much? Or why are you laughing at this person's joke? Like, yeah, when it's not peaceful anymore, when it's just explanations after explanations.
Sure.
Explanations that don't even make sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean.
How did it end?
It just ended with him. He was beating me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, his mother wanted to call the police, and I was like, no, you don't need to, because I was thinking about my kids. I didn't want their dad to be in jail. I didn't know how long he would have to be there. So I was like, nah, don't call the police. I'm not going to be with this person ever. And I stuck to my word.
Are you on talking terms now?
Kind of, a little bit, because when I was home the last time, he came to me and he apologized for the first time ever after all these years. But I'm grateful that he did apologize. He was trying so hard. He was like, at least let's just be on talking terms, or let's try to be friends. Like, for the sake of our kids, they need to see us have a relationship too. So yeah, I guess I'm grateful that he even took that initiative.
During those years of the abuse, did you feel like you were in the wrong and you deserved it?
No. I felt like, how do you beat someone and not apologize for it, like, ever? A person that you claim you love so much. That's how I felt.
Have you forgiven him?
Yeah, it's fine.
Truly, fully?
Yeah, I have. I just don't necessarily want him in my space. I only allow people that I feel like are not gonna stress me out, or are not gonna mess with my peace in my space.
I hear you.
So I need to see the change in order for me to be able to, like, allow him in my space. You get it? If he's changed, if he's what is this? Developed as a person, it's fine. Like, there's no need for me to hold on to the past. It's fine. Like, hush up, it happened. He's a new person now. I don't need to hold on to the old him. Okay, so yeah, it's okay.
Fast forward, 2023, 2022, I assume that's when the relationship has ended, and now you're unemployed. You're probably feeling discouraged. You're feeling like you are not worth much in life because you're just a mother sitting at home. You don't like how you look. You're just feeling like, what's next for me? What's next for me? And then this opportunity, you go for it, of fulfilling. You said earlier, it's always been a dream of yours to be a video vixen, to be a sensual dancer / stripper. The day comes where you moved to Joburg. Take me to, where did you stay? You don't have to mention whose house, but the surroundings. Where did you stay? And when you arrived, did you feel like, this is the right thing I'm doing?
Okay, that's a beautiful question, by the way. I had this other person that I had a thing with, a situationship. We were never really, like, in a relationship, but we were messing around. So I asked him to crash by his place for a few days as I look for a job. So yeah, that's what happened. That's where I used to stay when I was looking for the job.
Did you tell him what job you were looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only people who didn't know were my parents. I told them I got a job at a coffee shop in Joburg, and they even didn't want me to go initially. They didn't want me to come here. So I had to lie to them. And I told my baby daddy that you're gonna have to take over from here, like, for at least a year while I try to sort out my life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take me to day one. You enter that club. I'm assuming it was a club, a strip club that you are working at. What's happening on day one?
It's not the strip club that I'm working at currently.
Okay.
But it's the one that groomed me, I guess, into being the dancer that I am now. We got there, and when we got there, we went to the office's third floor, because there's a lot of floors there. The third floor is the offices. We got there, and then we told them we want to be dancers, and then they told us, okay, it's fine, we should pick our dancer names. And I actually initially I picked another name, and then when I came back, there was a dancer with that name.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they also showed us around. There's 2 studios. They showed us 2 studios, and they told us that we're gonna need to be rehearsing and learning how to be sensual dancers before we can go on floor and work. So we rehearsed for 2 weeks before we started dancing.
You walk into the third floor in the offices, you have to choose a name, but you're not giving me the part where you audition. How do you audition to be a stripper?
I didn't audition.
There's no audition?
No.
They just accept you as you are without looking at certain body features, perhaps?
No. My first job, I didn't audition at all.
Yeah.
They didn't look at any body features, and I think they're very inclusive of all body types.
Okay.
Like each and everyone. Like I've seen all body types, even where I work. But where I work, there was an audition, definitely.
What does an audition consist of?
I just danced for the managers, and the boss was also there. I just danced, and they will just, I don't know. I don't know how they decide on that. I just danced, and they took me.
What type of working conditions, let's say a year in, whole of 2023, 2024, we'll get back to the TV show. What's your working day? What does it look like?
My working day?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like literally, I was working last night. I knocked off at 4 a.m. And I usually wake up around 12 a.m. and then I do my morning routine. I'm so strict with myself. Like I want to do my morning routine. I want to stick to it. If I don't do my routine, I feel bad the whole day. I feel depressed. Yeah. And I also have like commitments that I have. Like right now I'm trying to learn pole, so I go to pole class. Around 3, 4, I start preparing to go to work. Like if I need to install my wig,
So 3, 4 p.m.
Yeah.
in the afternoon. Okay. Yeah.
If I need to install, I install. If I need to, I just prepare to go to work. Yeah, and then 8 o'clock, I start my shift until 4 a.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m. until 4 a.m.
Oh, so it's an 8-hour day now.
Yeah,
it's a full-on.
I come alive in the night.
You come alive in the night. And what are you doing at work?
What am I doing at work? I dance, sensual dancing.
That's all.
You should come.
Sensual dancing, and I'm just trying to understand what happens. So I've never been in a strip club, and I'm sure there's a couple of the viewers who've never been as well. I want us to put us in the picture of you're dancing. What are the men doing? What is the arrangement? Is it real money? Is it fake money? Because sometimes on TV it looks like fake money. Do you take the money and put it in your breasts like it's shown on TV? Is that all real, or no? There's another reality.
Imagine dancing for fake money. I cannot imagine that. Like shaking your behind for fake money, putting all that work for fake money. No, the money is not fake. And it's not all the time that we put the money on our breast. Clients usually put the money on us. Like a client would just call you to come maybe lap dance for him, or maybe if you are table dancing, clients can go to the stage and just throw money at you. So that's what happens. And there's also private rooms. So if someone wants to take it private with you so that we can go dance for him or her privately, that can happen also.
How much is a private room?
A private dance? It depends.
Give me a range.
Give you a range.
Starts at, usually goes up to.
Okay, where I work now, the minimum for just private dancing is 1,000 rand.
Okay.
Minimum.
What is private dancing? Does it end at dancing?
I don't know. Mine ends at dancing. I don't know.
You do know.
No, I don't.
But maybe yours ends at dancing, right?
Mine ends at dancing.
Yeah. But you feel like others it doesn't.
I don't have any type of feelings towards other people. I only focus on myself. Like, I feel like I'm so self-obsessed. I just focus on myself all the time, a lot. Yeah.
So you don't have clients who request more than a dance?
They do. And you just have to tell someone politely that, no, I only dance. Some of them will just immediately even not be interested in you sometimes because you can't give them what they want. I like clients like that. Some of them just annoy you the whole night. They try to come to you the whole night. They're not even trying to take out money to tip you. They just want things that you can't provide, like what's going on with you. But at the end of the day, it's men. You know, I feel like we're called sexual, or like we called sex workers because of men. I feel like what we are doing as dancers, I feel like it's just sensual dancing, and I also feel like we are alchemists. You know, we took a bad situation, took a bad thing for which is men sexualizing us, and turned it into a good thing, turned it into a profit. So that's basically alchemy. I feel like strippers are alchemists.
Have you ever taken money in exchange for the more that men want?
I don't get.
Have you ever had sexual intercourse for money? And why not? Why is it a boundary?
Why is it a boundary? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't feel like it's necessary. Is that an enough question? Answer?
Yes,
Necessary.
it's a fair answer, but I'll try and ask you to layer it. The industry you're in and the influences around you say it's the natural progression you should be going to. Why do you feel like, no, this is where I stop and it's unnecessary? What is it in you that you feel, perhaps, is it wrong? Do you feel it's wrong?
No, I don't feel like it's wrong. It's fine. Like, I don't think there's no wrong, there's no right. It's just the same thing. It's just about your perspective as a person. So for me, there's no wrong, there's no right. It's just what you want to do, what you prefer to do, what you're comfortable doing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
But preference is informed by either influences around us and how we grew up and how we were raised. And so you're saying your preference is not to have sexual intercourse with the men that you dance with. And I'm asking, is that preference, what do you think it's informed by? Do you feel uncomfortable? Do you not want to be touched? Because I'm trying to understand, as a woman, to what extent can you profit from your body, as you called it, an alchemy? And for Gina, to what extent will she go to profit with her body?
I have boundaries. Like, I have boundaries. It's not like it's the end of the world if I don't have sexual intercourse in exchange for money. The world will end. Like, I always believe that the universe has bigger plans for me. Like, this is nothing, literally. Like, it's nothing compared to what I'm going to acquire.
Yeah. Your colleagues on My Body Works For Me on Showmax, they were the opposite. They were bold about that they're selling sex. That they go to Nigeria to build lives with men for sex. They go all over Joburg, South Africa, to sell sex, and that's how they are funding their lifestyle. Some of them have pretty fancy lifestyles, and that's how they are funding them. One, would you say your lifestyle is fancy And do you think, if not, is it limited by because you're not selling your body?
I don't think. What's fancy? Yeah, what's fancy? Cause
the cars, the designer clothes, the champagnes, all the time, perpetually, the allowances. Yeah.
Like being a sugar baby.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah, I would say that that can limit your access, to being a sugar baby, getting all the things. But it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love dancing so much. And I don't even date men, so well, I wouldn't even be a sugar baby.
You don't date men at all?
Mm-mm.
When did this change? Because you have children with a man.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
I guess I always thought that I'm into men because it's what's expected.
Sure.
Yeah, but looking back, I was never really into them. I was just doing it because I mean, a girl and a boy, it makes sense, I was never, ever, ever, ever really into them.
But you said to me you were so in love with your perfect family, and you weren't into that too?
I was just people pleasing, doing what I felt like society would accept, I guess.
Yeah. When did then the queer identity come about and you fully embraced it?
It's always been there, right?
Okay.
I always knew that I'm into girls from primary school because there was this other girl. I was so into her, like in an unhealthy way, and she was my friend. We grew up together. I was so into her. I knew that the way I feel about her is not, it's just a friendship type of feeling. So I've always known, but I never acted upon it until maybe around my 20s. Yeah. So I've always known, and I started embracing it fully when I got to Joburg. But I've had a girlfriend in Mafikeng. I've dated a girl in Mafikeng. I had already had sexual intercourse with females before I came here, but I fully embraced it when I got to Johannesburg.
Are you finding it easier or more difficult to be in relationships with women, however you feel easy or difficult is?
It's much more it's easier when it comes to emotions. Emotions wise it's easier. Emotional intelligence wise it's easier because I feel women are very emotionally intelligent. But also women's emotions are just all over. So you can just imagine two women in a relationship. It's just crazy. Like, it's just emotions everywhere.
Are you in a relationship now?
Mm-hmm.
And how does your partner feel about your career?
She supports me.
Mm-hmm. Is she older?
No.
No. She's younger than you?
Yeah.
Okay. And is she in a completely different career?
Yeah. She's in engineering.
Ivana.
Yeah.
What a polar.
I know.
Back to the show you did. The show you did was called My Body Works for Me. How did you get approached for that show? How did they find you? I mean, what's the story?
They found me through the universe. So, what happened was I was working on a Saturday night, right? So we knock off at 4 a.m. You already know in strip clubs, we all knock off at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. So I knocked off and I used to live in Hillbrow. So where I used to work, there's rooms. So I used to live there. When I knock off and then at 6 o'clock, I'm like, let me just go to McDonald's. And I know McDonald's, they just play gospel music in the morning. Let me just go there. I don't feel like sleeping. I just feel like relaxing and having some sense of peace of mind, I guess. So I went to McDonald's. Instead of sleeping, I went to McDonald's because I was tired. I could have been sleeping, but I decided to go to McDonald's. And then I sat there. A few minutes later, a DJ from where I used to work walked in, and he was like, he was supposed to go to gym. He had his gym gear on, and like he had the gym bag, everything. And it was like he just decided to come here. He didn't know why, but maybe I'm the reason why he's there. So we started talking, and then he mentioned something about people that he knows that want girls that are in my industry and that are comfortable with being on TV. And I was like, hello. Can't you see me? Give them my number now.
Yeah.
And then he did. They contacted me, and I went for an interview actually, like for about an hour and 30 minutes or so. So it was very intimidating because I really wanted this. I was hungry. I'm still hungry.
Yeah. And how do you feel about how your life was represented on the show?
Nothing. I feel like I'm happy. I'm happy with every version of myself.
Okay.
Each and every version of me, that's me. Nothing about that was fake. And that can happen to anyone. I'm proud that I am a mirror for other people to see that things like this do happen. It's normal. It's normal to be homeless. It's normal to fight. It's normal to just be misunderstood. It's normal to like everything. People who are able to see themselves through me, they have some sort of like validation or like, it's fine. It's normal. Like,
for the sake of the person who didn't watch the show, you were homeless?
Yeah, season 1.
In season 1, ne?
Yeah.
Homeless, what does homeless mean?
I did not have a home. I did not have anywhere to go to sleep that I could call mine.
Yeah.
I did have people that offered me a place to sleep, but I did not have my own place. So yeah, that's what homeless means.
And what was the cause of that? You were working already. Was the money not good enough in that club?
No, remember I told you I lived where I used to work.
Yes.
So when I started shooting for reality TV, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell them at work. I didn't want anyone in my business. So I came very late that day for shift. And then did you watch season 1?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so there's this whole thing, like Prima Donna took a video and posted and I got fired. So I got fired and banned. So that was my place. That was my home. So now because I got fired and banned, I can't live there. They told me to pack up everything. So yeah, the homelessness thing started while I was shooting the show. It's not like the show found me homeless and I was so broke and
yeah. And it almost felt like people were weaponizing that you were homeless and you were broke and tried to make it look like
it's okay. I blame myself. I was a people pleaser. It's okay. I didn't know better. If I knew better, they wouldn't have treated me the way they treated me. They treated me the way they did because I allowed it. It's fine. I'm over it. If that's who they are also as people, sharp.
Once again, for the person who didn't watch, how did they treat you?
I feel like I'm too nice. Whether like anyone knows or not, I'm very nice. And I used to be a people pleaser, so I would let a lot of things fly. Yeah, so, and I also, honestly, my soul makes people's demons just come out. Honestly, like I'm that girl. So I feel like my soul and my goodness and my energy just makes people's demons itch. So that was the demon in them itching to come out to attack me for no reason.
Yeah. Have you forgiven those people? Because you sound like a person who says, no, I take accountability for being a people pleaser, but it doesn't negate that people hurt you. They did bad things towards you.
They did hurt me. They did hurt the past version of me. I don't care now. Like I just look at it and I laugh because for a person to hurt you, you have to allow it. You have to believe those things. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to. For a person to take advantage of you, you are the portal to the advantage taking. If you don't allow it, if you have boundaries that are very firm, Nothing like that is going to happen. So I take full accountability and I don't hold anything against anyone. If that's who they are.
And do you feel any one of them owes you an apology still?
No. If they want to apologize, though, they can. I want the apology to be out of the goodness of their heart, but they don't have to apologize. I can still talk to that person. Like, let's say we have to work together on something. I can still talk to them and keep it moving. It's fine. They don't have to apologize. People don't have to apologize. Like, it's fine. They're not in my family. They're not in my personal space. I expect apologies from those people, not my co-workers. They don't owe me anything. Like, it's not that deep. It's just work. Like, get your money and go, sis.
Yeah.
Entertain people.
Yeah.
That's what we are there to do, to entertain people. They don't owe me apologies. Like,
You mentioned that Refilwe is a spiritual person. What does that mean? And how do you practice your spirituality?
Both Refilwe and Gina are very spiritual, actually. Like, so spiritual. How do I practice my spirituality? I give gratitude. I take care of my body. I eat healthy. I take care of my gut first and foremost, because my my womb is a portal to source, if you get what I'm saying.
Sure.
It's a very like strong portal to source, so I need to take care of that.
Do you pray?
I talk.
Okay.
I just talk. I talk to a higher power that is God, that is me. So I talk.
Do you not have a definition of what a higher power is and you prefer it that way?
A higher power to me is an energy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I talk to higher energy.
Why don't you attach higher power to a religion?
I don't feel like it's necessary. Like, I grew up in a household where like it's very religious. My dad is a pastor. So I would question everything. I just grew up curious a lot. So I would just question everything. And I feel like me stepping out of home and just staying on my own allowed me to be able to explore my true self. And I don't believe in religion. I feel like religion restricts a lot. I believe in energy, you know?
You speak highly of your parents. You said they were your anchor when you were pregnant. You spoke about how your mom and dad have always been there, loving you, caring for you, showing you favor, showing you grace. When you fall, they give you a place to fall. When you're feeling lost, they give you a place to run to. They give you a place to be there for you. What do they mean to you?
We can't believe I'm quiet. They mean a lot. Like, I respect my parents so much. And I respect the fact that they don't even try to impose their beliefs on me. They always let me just be free and do what I need to do. They're not always understanding, but eventually they do. And I can tell that they really love all of us, because there's 3 of us. They really love all of us. And they accept all of us for who we are, and they're just so selfless. And I'm really grateful to have them as parents, like, honestly.
Yeah. Do you feel as if they are proud of you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're necessarily proud of me, but also they're like, wow, that girl got it. That's our daughter. Like, how did she even end up on TV? Like, Utamile Khai, like, Jiki, like, your own showmax. What? We can't even just walk around with you without people noticing you. So I don't feel like they're necessarily proud of me, but also they're like, girl, we see you.
So this platform is for understanding people's journeys, being sensitive to their journeys, being open-minded and understanding the nuances of what makes a person live the life that they've chosen. But in this world, there are judgmental people, people who are negative when they look at other people's lives, people who project their own pain on others. How do you feel about someone who says, Gina, you are wasting your life. You should be in school. You should be looking for a formal job, an 8 to 5 job. You should be trying to become an accountant, a person in finance, work at a bank, work at a factory. Do you feel that person is being fair on you by demanding that from you?
I don't care. Like, straight up, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm making money. I'm happy. Most people don't have the privilege to say they love what they do. I love what I do. Every single day I go to work, I'm happy to be in that space and to be making money while you do what you love. That's very rare. So you're judging me, but you're miserable at your job. So
there's a Mbali, there's an Ashley, there's a Snare. There is a Tebogo out there, young black lady. She's 18, 19, and she's confused about what she should do with her life. Does Gina recommend her to get into sensual dancing?
19. No. Like, the McDonald's or something. Like, you really have to explore before you expose yourself to this world. Because I feel like when you're 19, you're still young. Unless because there are 19-year-olds who matured before time. But no, I don't think it's a suitable job for a 19-year-old. Like, just go look for something else. And maybe you can get into that job at like 25, 23, 25. 19 is just too young.
You said expose yourself to this world. Gandhi, what is happening in this world? You just told me it's a job that you love and enjoy.
You drink, right? So you get exposed to someone spiking your drink and you end up God knows where. You get kidnapped. Like, there's a lot of things. When you are young, clients can be like, let's go after this and go celebrate at my house. And then you get there and then they take your phones and then maybe they rape you guys.
Sure.
So do you really want to do that, like, at 19 and just traumatize yourself at such a young age? But also, I can't say that all 19-year-olds are like that. Maybe there are 19-year-olds who are quite responsible, but a 19-year-old mind, I don't think is ready for this life. You have to be really smart and really careful. I'm really sorry.
Sure, no problem. Since we're there, what are the dangers of your career?
Like I said, being spiked. Imagine, like, you just get spiked. Maybe some people go out with clients. So there's this trend that used to happen whereby a client would call you, or a client would call a girl and then say, please invite your friends, also maybe invite 3 of your friends, and then they order you guys a car, and then order you guys a car, and then when you guys get there, they just rob you guys. They take everything, phones, money, everything, like, and then just leave you in the streets at night. So yeah, those are some of the dangers.
Drugs?
I think drugs also, like, it's the entertainment industry after all, so drugs also. So
How many of the girls that you've encountered are on drugs?
The thing is, people who do drugs wouldn't be like, I do drugs. And nah, my thing is, I'm always on my own. Like, I go to work, I sit on my own. Yes, I can laugh with people and make like small talk nyana here and there, but overall, I'm a really quiet person who likes just being on my own. After shift, I take my money, I cash out, I go home. Never really interested. I'm not interested in making friendships at work. I just feel like let's respect each other, embrace each other. If you look beautiful, I'm going to tell you, oh my God, that hairstyle looks so good on you, girl. You're going to make a lot of money today with that hairstyle. But otherwise, hush up, like, it's fine. I don't want to know anything about you. I'm not interested. unless if you're in some sort of distress and I find you crying, I can comfort you. And if you want to talk, you can talk. But otherwise, like, I don't want to know what people are up to. It's fine. But definitely, I feel like entertainment industry drugs are like really being used a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for escapism.
But what are you escaping from? I'm trying to get that, because you are saying that people, you love your job. You're saying people who do what you do love it. So why are you trying to escape if, for the lack of a better word, my job is more lovable than an 8 to 5?
I mean, I cannot generalize that my job is lovable phrase. I'm talking in my own perspective.
Sure.
I love what I do, but it doesn't mean that everyone who does what I do loves what they do. Some people maybe do that because they don't have a choice. I'm a 20-year-old. I lost my mom. I live with my siblings, and I have to make ends meet. You get it? I have to make ends meet, and not everyone is confident. So some people resort to alcohol and drugs for them to be able to escape their reality and fake it to make money.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. We fake it at work to make money.
You're now a mother with 2 children. You were in an abusive relationship, which thankfully has ended in you being healed. But if we were to turn back time, back to 2016, before you felt pregnant, and before you were a sensual or an exotic dancer, would you make any different decisions?
Like as to the keep.
Would you choose to fall pregnant? Would you choose to still be a dancer?
Yes. I would still choose to fall pregnant, because what is my life without my daughters? Like, those are my best friends, and I cannot imagine not knowing them. And also, I would still be a dancer. Period. I love dancing. I was a dancer growing up, and then I stopped dancing because I went for a dance competition and I became number 2. And I think I'm a sore winner. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Ain't no way, me too. I always felt like I'm top 2 and not 2. So when I got number 2, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And then I went to my then workplace just to find out that it's actual dancing. Like, we really, really do dance. There's 2 studios we rehearse. If there's a group show, if there's anything, you need to rehearse and dance. So yeah, dance found its way back to me. It's my purpose.
You're in your 20s now.
Me?
I'm asking.
No.
We've passed that stage.
A long time ago.
Do you feel like your career has an end date, end age?
For me, yes. I don't like to generalize. I don't like to project my views on people. I don't think it's fair. That's why I always say, for me, yes. I don't want to be there forever. Like, who wants to shake their ass forever? Not me.
What's forever? What age is cut off?
For me, as soon as possible. Like, once my money's right, I want to be the one tipping the girls. Literally.
Transitioning into what? What are you becoming after not dancing anymore?
I'm becoming a superstar. I don't know how. I'm waiting for the universe to surprise me.
But
obviously, I'm actively working towards it. It's not like I'm just sitting.
Sure.
Because the universe does not want stagnation. You need to be active for you to get your rewards, and for you to be able to also reach your higher self. You know, my higher self is already what I see myself as. I just need to reach for her by hiring my vibrations.
Gina, as we near the end of the conversation, we always on this show want to know what absolutes, what are the things that anchor a person. And with that said, what's that one thing in life you know for sure, you're absolutely certain of?
That I was born to be popular.
Okay.
I was born to be a superstar. And I am a superstar.
Yeah. And then nothing will ever take that away from you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's one thing that I'm sure of.
Yeah.
And that I'm highly, highly protected.
Sister Rufila, thank you so much for your time. It's been a privilege. On my side, what stands out for me in this episode is that you can be different, but you can be happy. However you like to define your own happiness, don't project what you feel other people should be happy doing, because Gina is happy in what she's doing. If you feel like perhaps Gina is making mistakes in what she's doing, you've got your own mistakes to worry about.
And what's a mistake anyway? Who told you it's a mistake?
And Gina's got her happiness. She's happy with her kids. She's content in her relationship. Are you happy? Are you content? Perhaps use this opportunity as a chance to reflect on your own happiness and take decisions that put you towards being happy. Gina, thank you so much for your time. It's been a privilege. And I hope you enjoyed this conversation.
I did enjoy. I feel like it was short.
Everybody says that when they hear. Is it that much fun?
It is. It's nice to talk about yourself. I'm such a narcissist.
Wow. I'm not a narcissist. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Kholwa emandleni onawo. Oh my, we're finally doing this. What does EYL Africa represent? It's about standing in your power. It's about, in isiZulu, it's Kholwa emandleni onawo, which is our tagline. You will see it on the back of my t-shirts. It's about believing in the power that you have, believing in the power that your God, your guides have invested in you. Shop our socks, shop our t-shirt, and just keep believing in yourself. EYL Africa. Now available on EYLshop.Africa.